Hello, my fellow adventurers! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to New World. If you're tuning in on this episode, you already know what it is gonna be about. We are gonna go, of course, over the next 5 PvP tracks, 121 till 125. And for 121, we've got Checkpoint 1, a small brown potion pack tier 4, medium bundle of faction tokens 3400, and a medium Cartogo potion pack tier 5. Not gonna pick anything, kind of want to save up for some more expensive stuff. And we already have one over here. We got Checkpoint 2, large pile of faction tokens 6500. We got the Rallying Conscripts Warhammer of the Soldier Strength flat stat, always good. With Leeching Path of Destiny, heal for 46% of the damage dealt from Path of Destiny. Not really sure how much damage Path of Destiny does, but well, almost half of the damage is gonna be a healing, and I think it can hit multiple enemies. So I'm wondering if you can heal from every enemy you hit with it. Because if that's true, then it's gonna be a pretty good heal. And then Transient Rend, fully charged heavy attacks, inflicts rend for 7 seconds, reducing target damage absorption by 14%. 12-second cooldown, but it is pretty good, meaning, well, yeah, 7 seconds. There's gonna be a 5-second interlap before you can actually get his damage absorption down again. So actually pretty good. And you are gonna mostly be using heavy attacks or be in well, you're mostly gonna be using charged heavy attacks. I was thinking that there was grit in there, but yeah, there isn't. We got large Astra Pusher Pack tier 5 for the last one in Checkpoint 2. Not gonna pick any of them. We got the Idolator Shirt of the Century, Light Chestwear, Constitution, Refreshing Evasion, and Resilient. Pretty good perks. Resilient is a must-have for PvP. Refreshing Evasion, flat stat Refreshing is still better. And it's a light chestware with Constitution, meaning you can build it into, well, any... Well, not any. You can't use it for a heavy set, heavy loadout. You can use it for a medium if you just use a medium pants. Then it still works for medium. And if you want to go Sword and Shield, you basically need all light gear anyway, so it works for that as well. Sword of the Champion, we already saw that one 3 times, and I think two episodes ago. So strength with vicious critical damage and keenly empowered, and it has backstab on it as the 3rd perk. And then we got Umpire. Someone has to make a ruling. So yeah, the track, if you look at the emblems and rewards, it did say that there was gonna be another emblem in here. And here we go, guys. The Umpire emblem? No, the Umpire Emote. And that's what I was looking for. So definitely gonna buy this one, 70,000, meaning, yeah, I'm gonna need to save up or open some Vials that I saved up in my vault, of course. So let's complete this track and check out what this emote actually does. No, that's placing a camp. Where is it? Thumbs, waves, no cheer, fist bump, cold gift. No, taunt. Umpire. And it seems we cannot do that while sitting. Let's try that again. You're out of... Oh yeah, I love that one. You're out of here. Yeah, that's a good one. That really is a good one. Now, if we check out, not really sure. Oh, Sword of the Champion. Yeah, penetrating backstab, fishes, and killing and powder. Here we go. So this is the completed version of that sword, if you are interested. But if you go to the text, you should already have this one. For track 122, we are getting a large bundle, a large ruby potion pack tier 5. Medium bundle of faction tokens 3400, and the Shattered Heavy Boots of the Soldier Strength flat stat with freedom and elemental aversion. Not bad, but if you're gonna use it for people, it might be used for PvE content because there's no PvP perks on it. So pretty good boots. We got the Shattered Greaves of the Sage, focus, elemental aversion, and refreshing. Pretty good pants, but it's a heavy, and you do not want to go heavy for healing. Because basically you get like 30% healing reduction or 20% healing reduction. So all the extra buffs that you can get on your healing perks will still like flatten it out. I think you can get like around 25 to 30% increased healing from your buffs, doing the dodge, doing the 3 heavy attacks. But then it still would flatten out to actually 0% healing bonus. So yeah, never go heavy healing, guys. Currently, it's not in the meta. It used to be, but it's definitely not in the meta right now. Prestigious Solemn Aces, Leggings of the Sage, Focus, medium legwear. So this is actually good, because medium legwear you can work into a light loadout. Shogun Energy is not that Not that interesting for healing though. And Resilient, PvP stat, pretty good. But Shuriken Energy, definitely not. You rather have Fortifying or Freedom, especially Freedom. Like, Freedom is a must-have, Resilient is a must-have, and then any other perk, maybe a weapon perk on there. So, yeah, Shuriken, I wouldn't take it. We got Medium Ruby Potion Pack, Tier 5, Checkpoint 2, so nothing I want to take. Checkpoint 3, we got a small heap of faction tokens, 7,500. That's not really small, actually. We got Champion's Musket of the Ranger Dexterity with Keen and Vicious. Now, we talked about this before. Keen you want on your amulets, I think on your amulets, not on your weapon. You want critical damage on your weapon, though. It's actually pretty good. But muskets in the next patch, you're gonna need accuracy. If you don't have accuracy on your muskets, you're gonna miss a lot of shots. So the muskets are gonna get a little bit of a nerf. Well, a little bit. They're gonna be trashed into the ground when it comes to accuracy. So you need the accuracy perk on your weapon if you actually still want to be able to land some shots with a musket. And then we got a Gypsum Orb, 400 Umbral Shards for 12,000 is just way too expensive. So for the first time in a long time, I'm not gonna take anything for track 122 and save up some Azoth Salt for the more expensive items that I do want to pick up. So let's complete the track. There we go. And we are getting a bonus of 1,650 Azoth for not taking anything. So definitely really useful. A little bit of a disclosure in the middle. It's been a while since I had the possibility to actually work on my PvP track, guys. Other games have been getting me busy, and now the what was it? The Fellowship and Fire update kind of kept me busy. But it's time we continue working on our PvP track, right? Because it's not getting to 200 on its own. I'm not really sure where I left off. Well, I kind of left off on completed 122 track. So for 123, we got checkpoint 1, small bundle of coins, 2,400, a small Extra Potion Pack, tier 5, and a Footman's Grip. I think I already have it. Gonna need to check it out after I checked out everything else in the track, right? But so far, nothing interesting in the first one. We got the cool Cruel Conscripts, Longsword of the Soldier, Strength, flat stat, always good. Keen, critical chance, better with critical damage than chance though. Shuriken Flames after dodging an attack, your next hit with 6 seconds. Within 6 seconds deals 38% base damage, weapon damage as fire. So it's an increase in 38% weapon damage after a hit. So that's a huge impact that you can do on your next hit, guys. So definitely a really good buff in there. But sadly, it has critical chance and not critical damage on it. And it's also missing a weapon perk. And it's not a legendary. So missing 3 perks. We got 2 Vials of Azoth Salt, always really useful if you don't really have enough. And a medium pile of coins, I'm more interested in the coin. We got the Sword of the Champion. I do believe we got this one, if I remember correct, it's been a month and a half. If I remember correctly, like 2 tracks ago that I, well, 2 episodes ago in the PvP track. So at least 10 tracks or something like that in between that we already got 2 or 3. So I'll show you the result of what it actually is. But yeah, critical damage, really good. Keenly empowered, pretty good. And then flat stat. So really good, right? And it's backstab dink. I think, yeah, dink? That's Dutch, I think. We got the Exhilarating Conscripts, Longsword of the Soldier, Epic with Strength, Exhilarating, Keen critical chance, and Fractured Rend. PvP only when block breaking a player, inflict rend, reducing armor penetration. If you're gonna use this against players who are playing tank, you're better off going after the healers that are standing behind them instead of going for the tank that you possibly maybe can't kill on your own because he's got too much HP. So definitely not a weapon I would ever use. We got a prestigious Shattered Breastplate of the Ranger, resilient with Leeching Shrapnel Blast. It is a heavy one. I do believe if you want to go for a blunderbuss build, you kind of want to go with a light loadout. Shrapnel Blast, heal for 14% of the damage dealt by Azoth Shrapnel Blast. Not really sure what the damage output is, but 14% of the damage is not really a big heal. I think you're better off just using a consumable at that point if you actually need to heal. And yeah, getting another weapon perk on there. And then Resilience. Resilience is good for PvP. So overall, for what I can see, we got 2 named items. The only thing interesting for me personally was the medium pile of coins. I might actually go for the faction tokens. I kind of want to save up on my Azoth Salt. So let's check out what the Footman's Grip and the Sword of the Champion actually give us. There we go. So Shuriken heals. I don't know. I think all Shuriken actually had like kind of a nerf. Well, it's at least Shuriken the other fortification kind of had a nerf. So Shuriken heals might still be good. Refreshing evasion, well, it's both on dodging and attack, so they work really well in tandem. And it's medium glove, so you can work them in a medium loadout or in a light loadout. Although for light, it's not really the best, because you're better off with a chest. And if you can't get a chest, a pants. But other than that, you won't get like towards the 12.9 or 12.7 that you can actually get. So yeah, not the best one, but it's still a good one if you don't have it yet. And then we had the Sword of the Champion, right? So strength, that would be for me Mountain Rise. And then Sword of the Champion, here we go. So penetrating backstrap, as I said, PvP only backstraps penetrate 27% of a player's armor. So overall, this is a pretty good PvP sword, guys. Even for PvP, no, penetrating backstab is PvP only. Like, would be really good for PvE. I don't really get why some of the perks aren't PvE. But yeah, that's just this. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna complete this track. We get 600 extra, and I'm gonna start farming for 124. For track 124, we have checkpoint 1, small Judah potion pack tier 4. We got a medium Astra potion pack tier 5 and medium bundle of coin 918. I'm gonna go for the coin, of course. We got checkpoint 2, small pile of faction tokens 4,500 for 2,115. We got a large pile of coins 1,375 for 3,280 and 2 vials of Azoth salt for 500. So always a good deal, guys. 2,000 Azoth salt for 500 Azoth salt. That is definitely really good. But I'm gonna go for the large pile of coin. Coin. It's always the key, right? If you want to buy better gear, you need the coin. And I'm not really that hard of a market player, so we got checkpoint 3, scheming conscript longsword of the soldier, strength, purifying crits, and chainfire. Critical hits against players remove 1 buff from the target, 10-second cooldown. It's actually a pretty long cooldown. I thought it was or without cooldown. From what I can remember, this was without cooldown, right? Or at least a lower cooldown. 1 buff on hit, or on per hit of something like that. Not really sure. And then chainfire, basic attacks hits trigger a fire chain and bounces between close targets and deals 15% weapon damage to second cooldown. So this is actually really good for your heart rune. If you actually like in PvE and you want to use your heart rune over and over and over again, and you can actually go into groups and smack a couple people around and get that chain fire going, you will get your heart rune up really fast. So overall, not too bad of a PvP weapon, but it's still missing well, basically a third perk, because it's not a named weapon, and it's also missing a weapon perk on there. So overall, not something I would pick. And it definitely, if you're around like 124, you should have a couple named swords in here already that you should have picked up. So yeah, definitely not something people would go for, I think. We got Idolator Shirt of the Century, diminishing shield bash and refreshing invasion. So Constitution, light chestwear. Light chestwear is good because it means that you can go for a complete light loadout and still actually equip a shield and not go into medium. Because actually, to work a sword and shield build and still have a light loadout, you need all light gear pieces. You cannot equip 1 medium piece, or else you would go into medium loadout and basically miss that dodge roll, right? And a refreshing evasion, kind of still really good. Like one of the better evasions, better the refreshes that you can get. Although it is better for a dexterity player, because they're in the dexterity tree, if I check my attributes right now, I think it's here. Dodges cost 10% less stamina. In the dexterity, 150 points. Meaning that you can get 3 dodges in the same time somebody else can get 2 dodges. So that means for the actual for the actual PvP reward here, for the actual refreshing evasion, this would work out really well in a dexterity build. For strength builds, it would work out a little bit less good than it would for a dexterity build, is all I'm saying. And we got an epic heavy headwear here, strength with critical retribution PvP only, and resilience. So overall, pretty good piece if you want to go for, well, a heavy loadout build for, like, just running into the middle of a crowd and start getting those crits up and start bashing with a hammer or a sword or, well, a great sword or an axe, right? And critical retribution is really good for that. So every time you gain, when you take a critical hit, you gain critical chance. So this is definitely good, meaning that you can go for critical damage on your weapon, which you already should. So overall, we got 2 piles of coins. The Azoth salt is pretty interesting for the weapons and the armor. Not something I would take. So let's complete the track and go to 125, which is gonna be the last one for this episode. There we go, 124 completed. And for the final track of this episode, track 125, we've got checkpoint 1 medium Superos potion pack. We got a small Cartogo potion pack tier 5, and we got the prestigious Idolator shoes of the century with refreshing ward and resilient. Refreshing ward is only good for tanks, I feel, and then resilient is basically PvP, right? So, well, resilient, you want to have resilient on everything if you're gonna go PvP. But refreshing ward really isn't all that good unless you actually rocking sword and shield. Now it is light footwear, meaning if you would take this into PvP, it would work for a light loadout, because you need a complete light loadout, all light pieces, if you want to equip the sword and shield and still be in a light loadout. So actually pretty interesting, but yeah, no third perk and no weapon perks on it. Or, well, for me personally, freedom. Freedom is... I find freedom so freaking good. And we got checkpoint 2, Vials of Azoth salt, so 1000 Azoth salt for 500. Pretty interesting. Large Judah potion pack at tier 4. And the March, I think we saw the March already in this in these tracks like 6-7 times already. I'll show you the result in a second. Refreshing evasion, pretty good. Resilience, pretty good. And Constitution, medium legwear. So it still works for a light loadout, although it is a lesser light loadout. The best light loadout you can actually get is with a medium chest instead of medium pants. But yeah, you can see as well, I'm rocking medium legwear as well for my loadout for bow and spear. And we got checkpoint 3,500 Umbral shards for 10,000. So pretty expensive though, but still way better than any gypsum orb that is in here. Like gypsum orb only gives like 4,000, and they basically go for 8 to 9,000 Azoth. So 1,500 Umbral shards for 10,000 is still a really good deal. We got the accelerated conscript's rapier of the ranger, dexterity flat stat with keen. It should be critical damage and not chance, and penetrating backstab. Penetrating backstab is always a good perk to get for PvP, guys. And lastly, a small heap of coins, 1,425. Now, as I'm not really in the need for Umbral shards, and there is coin in here. If there wasn't coin in here, I would instantly go for the Umbral shards. Although it is 10,000, I can easily just use a couple of vials that I saved up and just, well, get it back up to par where I can buy everything. So I'm gonna go for the small heap of coins here. And in the rest of the packs, the Vials of Azoth. Simply put like that. And the March, of course, we already have. So let's complete this track 125, reaping the benefits. There we go, really nice. So let's go check out what this March actually has. And I think we went a long way around for for a chest. Might be the same distance. So March is Constitution. Constitution for me is last stand. And then if we check this one, yeah, there we go. So Shuriken heals on the spans, guys. So Shuriken heals, refreshing evasion, and resilient. Overall, not too bad of a pants to get. And there we go, guys. I'm gonna sit my ass down here like I always do and end this episode up here. If you want to see more of my quest progression here in New World or my PvP track, how I go towards level 200 and see what is beyond, or any other games I might play on my channel, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.